Welcome everybody. My name is Dr. Eric Woodroof, and I'm just going to spend a few minutes talking about the three key benefits of the Certified Energy Manager program. I'm very excited about this. I have taught about 30,000 people around the world in this program and a few others, but this one is by far the most recognized. And if you don't know what a CEM is, that's okay. In the agenda today, I'm going to go through what is a CEM, and I'm going to talk about the three key benefits. And these have been reported to me through literally thousands of people that attend the course. They come up and say, hey, that we really got a lot out of this, and also companies. And so this is the main reasons why people take the CEM and some of the benefits they can use afterwards. And then finally, I'll talk about training options and how to register. So let's jump right into it. What is a CEM? It's a program that's recognized in over 100 countries, that's been around for decades. You can learn more about this, at this website right here, and it is recognized by the Department of Energy and several other countries. It's ANSI certified. There's a lot of great things, and we'll go through a little more of that a little bit later. But most of you are probably tuning in to hear, what it is, why people do this, what are the three key benefits, and so this is a very short webinar, only 5 minutes or so. But the main one that most people take this course for is because of the career distinction. Most people who have a CEM are making more money than people who do not have a CEM. So you're probably going to get a raise. I can tell you that you probably can get a better job if that's not possible. And then another opportunity that's worth mentioning is if you're a consultant or a company and you have CEMs on staff, it's more likely you're going to win more jobs in a competitive environment. So that's also worth mentioning. So basically, you're going to make more money, or your company's going to make more money, is one of the main reasons people do this. And also, it carries some weight that you pass a CEM exam. That means that you know something and you have a minimum level of competency in energy management. So that's the career part of this. I think companies have been paying and sending people to CEMs for decades because they know they're going to save money immediately when they walk out of that course. To be honest, you might spend $2,000 to attend a CEM training, and then probably another $2,000 in travel and expenses. I'm just, kind of rounding that up, say $4,000. I know many people in the CEM program who've taken the course and in the first year have saved their companies $100,000, some of them millions. So the return on investment is very attractive because we only talk about practical and cost-effective ideas in the CEM program. So that's why companies send, and I think that's why the program has been successful for so many decades. And the third benefit that's worth mentioning is really when you're in a room with a bunch of other people, you have the opportunity to meet like-minded people that are also working on energy management and may have skill sets you do not have. If you meet someone who's an expert in solar or an expert in boilers, that's knowledge that you can leverage to your advantage. So as I say, it's difficult for engineers to make friends, but if you go to a course and you're sitting there with other people, at the breaks, you're going to be exposed to other ideas that may be very valuable to you. And I will say this is true. Most engineers in energy management feel a little bit lonely. They might feel like the only person in their company that actually cares about energy management. So this is very much a very valuable benefit for many of the attendees that come. Now, training options. How can you get CEM training? So probably the most popular, well, definitely the most popular option that's been around the longest is the live training with two instructors. We call this the premium training experience. It's usually offered in a hotel in a large city. You're going to get the most time with instructors. You get two instructors, so you have one instructor available and another one to get a different perspective if you want, because they have different stories and different experiences. You get the most Q&A time, which is very valuable for prepping for your exam. You just get more structured time and more time to get any questions you have resolved prior to you taking the exam, which is usually offered on the last day. Now, there is a less expensive option with one instructor. These are often offered. They're called private courses or chapter courses offered at AEE chapters. And it might be a little less expensive. They might include lunch or some other benefits. It might be more convenient to you. You might not have to travel as far. You only have one instructor there, but that's another option as well. And then finally, for people who are very experienced in energy management, like have a PE and maybe 5 or 10 years of energy management experience, and are comfortable with all the vocabulary that we're going to be throwing out, the online option is another one. Now, most of these other two live training options are 4 or 5 day events. The live training event is 5 days of instructor time. The private chapter is 4 days. The online one is 2.5 hours a day for 5 days in a row, last I checked. So it is very much condensed. So I want to make sure you're aware of that in the options there. Now, let me pause for a minute, and I'm going to show you how to register for a course, which is actually quite easy. if you go to aeecenter.org, the website up here, you can see a lot about AEE there and a lot of great information. If you click on the training seminars link, there's a pull down menu and you can do a search for training. This is very useful. You can see where the training is going on all around the world. It's free to select certified energy manager. Maybe as a proxy, we'll just choose the United States here and pick live training just to narrow this down quite a bit. And so you still have a lot of training. You can scroll down and you'll see which ones have the live training with 2 instructors, as I talked about, and which one might be like a chapter course. So that might be useful to you in how you select. But let's say you want to go find out more information about this. Let's just pick Dallas, for example. You can easily pick any of the courses you want, and it's pretty easy to go from this point forward. You will notice there is a difference in pricing between member and non-member, and a lot of people are members of AEE because it saves money on the courses. So if you take enough courses a year, you can justify that. I'm a life member, so I don't even know what the AE member fees are. So anyway, that's probably too much information, but you can pick all these different courses there. And another thing I want to point out is registering for a course, or if you need more information, there's some nice websites here about what are CEMs and, some of the people that typically come, CEM or attending classes, what it takes, types of, preparation you can have, that it's globally recognized. There's a long list of recognitions there. And also there is, if you look at resources wise, before you come to the course, there's a whole video playlist that's absolutely free that'll go through some of the slides or and some of the lessons, and you can get prepped up before the course. You also can take a look at a web video recording about the new workbook that was updated in 2019, and I can tell you it's already been updated for 2020. So we've already critiqued and fine-tuned that for 2020. They just haven't updated the website here yet, but you can see a video about how the slides are in color and a lot of other advantages. And you can even order the workbook in advance. You can get that to prep in advance. You'll still get one at the course. You'll pay more obviously to get one shipped to you in advance, but it is an option that has been available primarily from feedback that we've gotten from clients and students and other people. And of course, you can see the course agenda. So there's a lot there that you can do, and that's all interesting. I just want to, flip back to the main points that we had talked about. You've got the different options here, and hopefully through this video you understand what a CEM is and the 3 key benefits. And I can't emphasize this enough. This has been told to me so many times that students, they come up and they feel finally a part of a family, and that really bleeds over into the whole AEE, Association of Energy Engineers, network of people literally around the world, that you have this family of resources you can go to. And I think that's really aligned with the CEM program as far as the live training experience and being in a room with other people and meeting and being exposed to different ideas. So hopefully you get the 3 key benefits. Obviously you make more money, and obviously you might win more jobs, and obviously companies are going to save a lot of money. But those are the 3 main benefits, and I hope this was helpful to you. I hope that this will help you understand why people do this, why this has been such a successful program, and I want to wish you all the best in your energy management career. Thank you very much.